Hare Krishna. Don't ascribe to God's will that which happens due to free will or evil. When bad things happen, we often ask, why did God let this happen? What is God thinking? Why is He letting this happen? However, we need to understand that everything that happens can't be ascribed to God. There is God's will, but by God's will, we all have been given free will. And we can choose to use our free will the way we want. And the scope that we have for using that free will is determined by our past karma. So some person may, by their past karma, be meant to become influential, say over 1,000 people. But how they use their free will in this life, what kind of influence they have on others, that is up to them. So basically, when things happen, there are three distinct factors. There is God's will, there is free will, and there is evil. And we can't ascribe one to the other. So by our free will, if somebody chooses to use that influence, that past karma which has given some influence, to hurt others, to injure others, to kill others, then God can't be blamed for that, because this world operates according to certain laws. Now certainly actions have consequences and they will suffer the consequences of their actions. But if somebody chooses to act in an evil way by misusing their free will, then they are responsible for that choice and the consequence of that. And God can't be held responsible. So God has given them for a particular time that much control over that much jurisdiction. And they are going to, it's up to them how they use it. So now, is there something called evil? There is no separate being who is opposed to God like a Satan. The Bhagavad Gita states that even Maya, which is source of illusion, is Krishna's energy. At the same time, we can say evil is the set of impressions that are stored in our mind which prompt us to do certain things. So for example, when we start, when a person becomes an alcoholic, they drink alcohol once, twice, thrice, 10 times, then the drive for alcohol becomes very strong. So we could say that impression present within them is like evil, which makes them sometimes lie, rob, kill, whatever. So evil is simply the accumulation of impressions within us. So that can also make us do wrong things. So when bad things happen, it could be because something happens without our control, some other people do it. Something happens, people themselves do it. So by others' free will, sometimes bad things may happen to us. By the evil present within us, we may do bad things. Now neither of these can be blamed on God. The Bhagavad Gita is very clear in 5.15, it states, Nadatte kasyachit papam nachaiva sukrutam vibho ajnanena vritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha. That God can't be blamed for the good or the bad of whatever one does. It is actually the ignorance that is covering us which makes us do wrong things. And the next verse says that if we get spiritual knowledge, jnanenu tu tadajnanam yesham nashitam atmanaha, then we can become illumined. And just as when the sun rises, we see everything, we will see things clearly at that time. And then we can march confidently. So by seeing Krishna not as the cause of our suffering, but as the cure for our suffering. He is not the cause of the darkness, He is the source of the light if we turn towards Him. Then seeing Him in this positive way, we can face whatever difficulties come our way and go through them and grow through them. Thank you. Hare Krishna.